Hi there, welcome to our second lesson under indices and logarithms. In this lesson, we are going to learn what is logarithms, and later you will be given some exercise to do so that you can see whether you understood. Before we go further, I want us to consider the powers of 10. I want us to consider the powers of 10. For instance, if somebody gives you a number like 10 power 0, 10 power 0 is equals to 1. From the previous lesson, we said that any number less to 0 is equal to 1. That is 0 index. Therefore, 10 index 0 is equal to 1. 10 index 1 is the same as 10. 10 index 2 is equal to 10 by 10, which is equal to 100. 10 power 3 or index 3 is the same as 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10, which is equal to 1000. 10 power 4 equals to 10,000. 10 power 5 is equal to 100,000 because that is 10 by 10 by 10 by 10 by 10, 5 times. You can also be given a number like 1 over 10. 1 over 10 is the same as 1 over 10 per 1. But remember, in our previous lesson, we talked about negative index. So we said if we have 1 over 10 power negative power 1, this can be written as 10 power negative 1. So if you're given 1 over 100, this will be 1 over 10 power 2 or index 2, which is equal to 10 power negative 2. 10, 1 over 10 power 3 is the same as 1 over 1,000, which is the same as can also be written as 10 power negative 3. 1 over 10 power negative power 4 will be equal to 10 power negative 4. 1 over 10 power 5 will be the same as 10 power negative 4. We can continue writing these numbers on and on and on, but at the end of the day, you will notice that from what we learned, that our 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, all these numbers we are talking about, that is the powers, these numbers, they are known as the indices. So all these numbers are the indices, and that's what we call the indices. Therefore, we say that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and so on, are logarithms of numbers to base 10. So we call them logarithms of numbers to base. I want you to know this. The logarithm of any power, the logarithm of any power of base 10 or the power of 10 is equal to the power or index. The logarithm of n power of 10 is equal to the power or index. In simple terms, what I mean here, if for example you are given 10 power b equals to y, then we say b is the logarithm. So b is our logarithm. And remember, in this case, we can express this as the logarithm to power 10 of our number y is the same as b. The logarithm to base 10 of our number y is equals to b, because our statement reads that any power to base 10 is equal to is the same as the index or the logarithm of any power of 10 is equal to the power or the logarithm. So this is our logarithm here. This is what we call the logarithm. This is the base, this is the number. So we are going to look at or do several examples so that you can be able to understand this statement. By now, this statement may not make a lot of sense if you have not dealt with logarithms earlier. But as we do examples, you will be able to understand what logarithms are. So we are taking plural of logarithms which are referred to as index. So 0 is index. The 0 index is the logarithm of 1 to base 10. So we are saying 0 index, for example, 10 power 0 equals to 1. So our 0 is the index. So this is the index. This is the index. This is our number. This is our number, and this is our base. You must understand this so that sometimes you can be given the logarithms of numbers to convert them into index form, or index form you convert them to logarithms. Let us go straight to example 1 and see how we can be able to solve these examples. Let us check our example 1. Express the following in logarithm notation. So A, you have 10 power 2 equals to 100. Then B, we have 10 power 3 equals to 1000. Remember, the question is we express these numbers all the following in logarithm form. How do we solve this? So solution to A, remember we have A is 10 power 2 or index 2 equals to 100. And we say 2 is the power. 2 is the power or the index. 10 is our base and 100 is our number. So this is the number, this is the index, and this is the base. Once you understand that, it is very simple to change this into logarithm notation. And this is written as the logarithm to base 10 of our number, which is 100, is equal to the index, which is 2. And that is how we write that number in logarithm notation. B, you have 10 power 3 equals to 1000. We have said 3 is our index, 10 is our base, and 1000 is our number. So this is written as logarithms to base 10 equal of the logarithm to base 10 of our number 1000 is equals to 3. And that's how simple we write the index form to logarithm form. Let us also look at the second scenario of this question. How can we change now the logarithmic notation to index form? Example 2, write the following logarithmic notation in index form. So in this case, we are given the logarithmic form and we are changing it to index form. So question A, you are given logarithm to base 10 of 10,000 is equals to 4. B, you are given log or the logarithm of 1 to base 10 is the same or equal to 0. How do we solve now? How do we solve this? Solution to A, the log or the logarithm to base 10 of 10,000, which is equal to 4, then we say that 4 is our power or index. Remember, we say this is our index, this is our number, and this is our base. So we start with our base followed by the index, and is equals to our number, which is equal to 10,000. So 10 power 4 equals to 10,000, and that is your answer. B, we had the logarithm to base 10 of 1 equals to 0. We said 10 is our base, 10 is our base, 1 is our number, and 0 is our index. So we start with our base, which is 10 power the index, that is 0. So 10 power 0 equals to 1. And that's how simple you write these numbers in index form. So in those examples, sometimes you can be asked a question. You change logarithmic notation to index form, or you change from index form to logarithmic notation. So once you understand how logarithms work, what is our number, what is our index, and what is our base, then it is very simple to solve such questions. Like 10, if you are given 10 power 1, which is equals to 10, and then now 1 is our logarithm of that number. So 1 is our log, and 1 is also referred as index. That is one thing that you need to remember always. Up to that point, now that marks the end of our lesson today. I want you to pause this video and try the following questions. Try this question. Also, we have question 2. Write the following expressions in index form. So A, log 2 base 10, 1 over 100 equal to -2. And B, logarithms of 1000 to base 10 equals to 3. And the logarithm of 0.0001 to base 10 equals to -4. Do all those questions so that you can see whether you understood this lesson or not. Remember, to subscribe, share, and watch the previous lessons that we have prepared, and be ready to watch other lessons that I'm going to prepare for you. Welcome to another lesson in our next time.